In the span of just 2 days, Nevada faced a double disaster: flash flooding in Las Vegas and a flooding crisis at the annual Burning Man Festival in Black Rock Mountain. These unexpected events left thousands of people affected, and in this video, we will delve into the details of both incidents.
Yes, many says God is angry. I don't know if you have seen this devastating situation. Recently, death at Burning Man sparked a polar rumors on social media. Over the weekend, Burning Man made national headlines for all the wrong reasons as the counterculture festival not only got caught in the middle of a monsoon, but also about 70,000 festive goers were left stranded.
There's a Burning Man video going viral where this guy is essentially explaining the original burner spirit and how, despite all of this flooding and being trapped in this lake bed in the middle of nowhere, they don't need outside help because burners are survivalist and resilient. But there's this one part of the video that had a lot of people raising their eyebrows.
Bury those negative thoughts in gratitude for your life because a couple people didn't make it last night. And know that we're all going to clean up this mess and get out of here.
So, of course, I sprained my ankle running to the comments section, and someone said, "Didn't make it, people died." And he responded, "Generator electrocution." This morning, the AP did confirm that there is one death under investigation at Burning Man. It says that the Pershing County Sheriff's Office said the death happened during the event, but offered few details as the investigation continued. The article doesn't identify who passed away or how they died, but people online have made claims that somebody was trying to fix their generator while standing in floodwater and was electrocuted. As tragic as any death is, the reality is this isn't the first time someone has died at Burning Man with an event this large that has been going on for this number of years. It's sort of to be expected. But of course, this year with the disastrous floods, it sort of makes everything a little bit more compounded.
Let's talk about what's going on at Burning Man right now. So first, you need to understand where Burning Man is located. Burning Man is located about 3 hours north of Reno, just outside of Gerlach. And to get there, most of the way is one road, one lane, going both ways. And then when you get to Greenwich, a little bit after that, there's a 4-mile stretch of playa that you have to go through in order to get to the actual venue. So getting there is not quick. Yes, they have their own airport there, but they don't have access to the runway right now because of how bad the mud is. And the reason why the mud is so bad is because Burning Man, where it's located, is actually a dried up lake. So the dirt is extremely alkaline. You cannot walk around barefoot. Otherwise, you get something called playa foot. It literally sucks out all of the moisture from your skin, and you can end up with these really deep cracks that are almost impossible to get rid of. You can get rid of it, but after months. The only way to get the playa dust off of you or off of anything is with vinegar. Otherwise, it can sit, it can even rust metal. So when water interacts with the playa dust, it doesn't just become sloshy. It gets sticky, and it builds up and it cakes, and it just gets into everything. And the only way to get rid of it is for it to completely dry out. So that mud just cakes and cakes and cakes on itself, and it becomes very heavy. So it's impossible to actually get moving with also not getting stuck in the mud. That's why everyone is being told to shelter in place, because you physically cannot get out of the mud, but also there's that 4-mile stretch of road that you would think is quick, but you cannot drive fast on that 4 miles. Last year, Exodus, it took us 11 hours to do those 4 miles. That mud needs to completely dry out in order for anybody to actually get moving. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Burn night is tonight, and then they burn the temple tomorrow. So most people leave tomorrow or Monday, but people are probably going to be stuck there until Tuesday, until the dirt can completely dry out and everybody can get moving, which is concerning because most people only accommodate food and water for the allotted time that they're there for. So getting supplies in there is also really tricky because they can't get to them. Let's not forget, there's about 80,000 to 100,000 people out there. So all of those people, also everyone trying to get on their phones is impossible. Service is impossible out there. So you can't really contact anybody. When we're out there, we literally have a radio station that we can tune into to hear about like updates about like traffic, about like anything. So they can't really like talk to much people out there. So 80 to 100,000 people are stuck out there with nowhere to go, limited supplies. The porta potties are not being serviced. Thankfully, it's only going to rain for one more day. And even though one of like our main
Recently, death at Burning Man sparked Ebola rumors on social media. Over the weekend, Burning Man made national headlines for all the wrong reasons as the counterculture festival not only got caught in the middle of a monsoon but also about 70,000 festive goers were left stranded at the campsite. To make matter worse, one person died at the festival site in addition to the ongoing death investigation and the news of tens of thousands of festival goers hunkering down. Rumors regarding possible Ebola concerns began spreading on social media. Multiple social media accounts have shared fake screenshots impersonating national health agencies like the CDC. In one of the fake warnings, the CDC allegedly warned the public that an Ebola outbreak was reported at Burning Man. The tweet embedded below is a fake warning. The real CDC has not issued any warning related to Ebola outbreaks in the United States, let alone Pershing County, where Burning Man is being held. Other social media users, including Angel, shut down the Ebola rumors. In fact, she insisted in a video message taken from the festival site that everyone is fine. As of Sunday night, it is unknown when the festival goers will be allowed to leave the campsite. Her officials in Pershing County have not issued any outbreak or public health emergency in relation to Burning Man being held in the area. I have seen this circulating on social media. Some people say if this is true, then it was all planned. Why only now? I went through the comment section to actually see how people are expressing themselves. I realized some made it clear God is angry, that such places should not even exist. I don't know if you all saw this, it is concerning. We are seeing a lot of disasters like never before. The kind of flooding I saw here was one you cannot even stand. I just imagine people in this area how they felt. At a certain point, looking at videos posted on social media, extremely disturbing. If you notice on this platform, I'm bringing update into a lot of issues, addressing them, sharing my opinions. Sometimes I cannot be right. I can say something you disagree with. We should move on. You can drop what you think under the comment sections. Maybe I can read through and correct myself when I see people coming after me. When I report situations like these, sometimes I laugh. It should not be that way. If you notice, I react on videos bringing reliable sources from different articles to make you understand the situation. I don't just want to react on videos like just take up a video on social media, react to it. Reason I always relate to articles